हाय वेलकम बैक होप यू आर डूइंग ग्रेट। आज हम जाएंगे लेह से सोमोरीरी विच इज़ एन अपकमिंग टूरिस्ट डेस्टिनेशन इन लद्दाख। द डिस्टेंस इज़ अबाउट 220 kilometers and it should take us about 6 to 7 hours depending on the road conditions. So let's go along and enjoy the sights on this scenic route. We will be driving along the Sindhu River. Did you know that India gets its name from Sindhu, which is also known as Indus River? Sindhu or Indus is about 3,200 kilometers. It starts from Tibet, flows along the Indian region of Ladakh, goes into Pakistan, and then empties into the Arabian Sea near Karachi. Sindhu is also home to the ancient Indus Valley civilization and the archaeological sites like Mohenjo-daro and Harappa. हमारे ड्राइवर ने हमें बताया कि जो पानी का लेवल है सिंधु का वो काफ़ी कम हो चुका है और इससे ज़्यादा पानी हुआ करता था. सो आई थिंक इट्स वन ऑफ द इफ़ेक्ट्स ऑफ ग्लोबल वार्मिंग. Anyway, we continued on our journey ahead, and after a short while, we came across this beautiful sarson ka khet. It was looking straight out of a movie. July to September is the season for planting, growing, and harvesting mustard in Ladakh. So, after 3 hours of driving, the first stop for the day was this beautiful bridge over the Sindhu River, and it led to a camping site of sorts with few homestays and nice patch of green trees and plantations nearby. ड्रोन शॉट लेते लेते माइनर हिट आ गया, बट इन द एंड इट वाज ऑल ओके. This was a footbridge and not for vehicles to pass across, but nonetheless it was a very mesmerizing view all across. So had to walk right till the middle and just soak in the views for a couple of minutes. Even you can hear the sound of wind and water gushing all around. After this refreshing break, the journey continues for some more time, and then we come across our next stop for the day, which is the Chumathang hot spring. Again, this is not very well developed or very well kept, but I think it is something that the authorities are taking note of, and it should be up and running and in a good position in a couple of years from now. The hot spring water is full of mineral deposits, and there was a lot of odor or smell all around, and it looked like it was something related to the sulfur deposits. Nonetheless, the locals here mentioned that they boil their eggs in this hot water, and the temperature was around 60-65 degrees. It was too hot to even dip your feet or dip your hands in it to even test how hot the water is. Just imagine, on one side you have the glaciers and the snow covered peaks, and on the other hand, you have the hot springs bubbling up like this. यहाँ पे एक अच्छा सा ब्रेक हो गया एंड देन फॉर लंच हैड राजमा चावल, पहाड़ों वाली मैगी एंड ऑफ कोर्स सम हॉट lime tea. We will come across few more hot springs in our journey across Ladakh. For now, saying goodbye to Chumathang and moving ahead in our journey to Tso Moriri. On the way, saw these cute little goats and sheep, which give us the finest and the softest fibers, which makes the pashmina wool for our shawls. Did you know that pashmina is the second most expensive wool in the world? This was the first time I saw yaks in my life. I was waiting for this moment on the route so that I can spot these yaks right away. I was so excited that took a small break and just stood there for a few minutes and kept watching these yaks grazing along these grasslands or highlands, as you may call it. Finally reached the destination, which is So Moriri. So is basically lake in Ladakhi language. This lake is situated at an altitude of 14,800 feet. And just to give you a little bit of context, when we talk of Leh, it's 11,500 feet, Delhi is 1,000 feet, and Mumbai is 50 feet. So you can imagine the oxygen levels out here and the scarcity of oxygen basically. There were a lot of stone formations out here, and you can see the rocks and the stones, they have nice carvings all across. Spending the night here at Tso Moriri was something that we did, and if you are doing the same thing, do not expect any fancy homestays or hotels around here. They have basic camping facilities, and as I said earlier, it's an upcoming destination, so the facilities are also very, very basic. Do take all necessary precautions around the mountain sickness bit. I felt sick here really bad. I had all the symptoms of mountain sickness and had to spend a very difficult night out here. But nonetheless, in the morning, everything was fine. The homestay or the camping facility folks were quite helpful and really took care of us through the night. All in all, Somoriri is a good destination. Definitely very picturesque, and you'll find very few crowds out here. Not too many people visit this part of Ladakh. So definitely, if you want crowd-free spot, this is still one of them. After spending the night at Somoriri camp, we set across to our next destination, which is the Puga Valley. Puga is a detour when you go from Somoriri to Hanle, but it is definitely worth it. As you can see, it's a patch of green puddles all around the rugged mountains. And you can see the steaming vents right in the center, which is kind of a hot spring. Puga is known to have rich borax deposits, and that makes it attractive for the mining related activities for this purpose. So, there are some nomadic tribes which still follow the traditional way of lifestyle by herding yaks and the pashmina goats, and they live a simple lifestyle in the Puga Valley. Interesting, isn't it? After enjoying a nice detour and pit stop at Puga, it was time to move to our next destination, which is Hanle. See you in the next episode to cover more about the magic of Hanle. And if you've watched till now, please do like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.